I've been getting this question a whole lot since lately, and I've answered it on the TikTok, but I decided I just wanted to talk about it on here because sometimes people can just see you and they just have their own perception of what life is for you, and sometimes because you don't mention a certain topic, they don't get it, right? And I don't like to talk about finances online because automatically, as you mention finance or you would mention that you are living without this, people instantly just believe that you are begging. No, like if you're saying that you're tired, it's not like you're complaining. And this is the reason why a lot of persons are struggling behind closed doors, because they don't want to speak about the challenges that they're experiencing because of the judgment that they will receive, especially as moms, because as moms, we are just expected to hold it together, to manage well. So this is a typical day in my life. I was trying to talk to you guys, but I'm a yapper, so I'm going to talk a lot and I'm going to miss the point. So I wanted to do a few little things around the house today, like wash the dishes, and I'm going to also clean the refrigerator, and then I also have laundry to do. If you notice, both kids are home. So Robin, she did not go to school today because both girls are down with the flu, and I like to have her home when she's like that. I don't like to send her to school when she's sick to have her infect the other kids. So I like to keep her home, and she's so helpful. She's always going to help mommy around the house. So first things first, let's get the dishes done. One main thing that has helped me thrive in my journey is understanding that life can change for you at any given minute. Like at any given moment, life can just switch, just make a big 360 for you. Whether you have, it can take you to the day when you don't have, or whether you don't have, it can take you to the day when you have more than you need. And because I know of that, the possibility of that, it has humbled me to just be so content with what I have, because this is just a stage in my life right now. So as much as I don't speak about it, the reality is some days I don't know how it's gonna work, but I make it work. So right now, water is about to go, because water goes every single day, say between 10:30 to like 5:30 p.m. So it's always a rush to try to get the dishes done before the water goes, because I like to wash the dishes with the running water, especially when you have like overnight food and you have food particles in the plates and the pots. You want excess amount of water to wash it. But even though water goes away, I have some backups under here. These are bottles that I keep from purchasing drinking water for Raven. So I keep them and then we fill them up to use them. After I tried filling them up, the water went, so I didn't even get to fill not even one. So now I'm gonna go clean the fridge, and the girls and I, we were having a little dance-off session. I'm in love with your body. Hey. I don't need batteries to play. For 1,000 years, trying to get to you. The joy of having kids, because even with you going through the most challenging moment in your life as the parent, even with you explaining to them, they're going to forget within a few minutes, because that's not their priority. That's not their problem. So you just have to find a joy in the moment and just enjoy life, because the things that they're going to remember when they get older are not the challenges that mom face on a daily basis. They're not going to sit and think about that. They're going to remember the days when you had the best time ever, when you dance around in your living room and sing. That's what they're going to talk about, trust me. So I was finished with the fridge and now I need to do laundry. If you notice, I'm doing the laundry in the bathroom because I know this is a regular something every single day. I made sure to catch some water in the bathroom in this bathtub so I can rinse. And what I try to do is to just do one load. I usually try to do more than one load, so I said, you know what, let me take it down a notch and not stress myself, because laundry is something that is never ending. So I'm just gonna do one load today and we'll pick it up tomorrow. So I did one, and then the drum that you saw is a drum that we have on reserve to keep water, should in case water goes, or should in case I don't pay my water bill on time and they disconnect it. Because truth be told, I rather pay my rent than pay my water bill, because I can beg water but I can't beg the rent. That's just my philosophy. That's just my mindset. And it's just like, yeah, just make sure your rent paid, because if landlord put it out, what are you gonna do? Right? So I pinned out the clothes. I hurried to pin them out because Raven was sleeping, and you know, the toddler. So I pinned them out, and we did not eat breakfast. I think we only had tea, so I needed to make something for the girls. So I was gonna make some mac and cheese along with some chicken that I did season the day before. I didn't have browning, so what I'm using is sugar. I don't know why I forgot that the olden days people usually use sugar instead of the browning that us modern days people are using now. So I use a sugar. I kind of like it because I like the flavor that it gives the food. So sometimes when I even have browning, I still use the sugar. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna brown some chicken and do some mac and cheese. And then we'll see what else we have going on for the day. My neighbor gave me these 3 beautiful sweet peppers, and I'm telling you, I am trying my very best to eat them. I don't usually eat the spices whenever I cut them up in the food. I love to cook with it. I cannot cook without it. If I have to cook without it, I will. But the food tastes different when you don't cook with it. But because of how expensive they are, I'm trying my very best not to pick them up, because I've been picking these things out of my plate ever since I was a child. Like, I don't eat onion, sweet pepper, tomato. I don't eat them. I don't eat none of these things. So now I am trying my very best to eat them, and I got them from my neighbor. Like, I just love my community on here. That's why I can't wait for the days when I have it, so I'm able to, bless moms or bless anybody else out there that may need it, because of the blessings that I've received from other moms, especially, on my platform from TikTok, Instagram. They just, share their blessings with me. And I'm so very appreciative of that, because some days you don't expect somebody to show up with something, and they just show up with something and you need it. They show up with the thing that you need at the appointed time. And that's how I know God is working. Like, God sees and he knows every single thing that we deserve and desire in this life. Trust and believe me. So yeah, Raven was done eating. Like, I ate first, fed her, then she was finished. I allowed her to play, and I decided I wasn't going to do anything else for the evening because she wanted to play, and I needed to give her some of my time, because sometimes I really find it hard to sit and play with them. So we made it to the next day. Robsy was showing you her painting. I'm trying to get her off the tablet. So I'm trying to find her, things to do so she can be get a little bit more creative and not be so dependent on the tablet whenever she needs to be entertained. So it's the next day. As you can see, we're fully clothed, yawning, tired because I'm coming off the road. And Raven, oh my God. Let me tell you, Raven is in her toddler stage. She's handing it to me. And when I tell you, they say every kid is different, because Robin was nothing like this. of how Raven is. Like, and I just knew the second child was never gonna be nothing like the first. And that's why I was so scared. I was really scared when I was pregnant with Raven. I said, I think this child is gonna give me a run for my money. And I think maybe I'm the one who called it down on myself. But anyways, that's my little Pookie. So she went to sleep, and we had some laundry that needed to be folded. So I said I was gonna fold them, and Robsy, being her little nice, kind self as usual, she said, Mommy, can I help you? And while she was doing that, we were mocking Raven because we just love to laugh at her. All the things that she does during the day, whenever she goes to sleep, we always laugh at her and be like, why does she do these things? Oh my God, when she gets older, I'll just show her these videos showing her all the things that Robsy and I did when she's asleep. So yeah, we just folded the laundry. I'm trying my best to stay on top of the laundry, anything that's washed. These here, they were damp because I asked my neighbor to pick them up for me when I was rushing out because the rain was coming. So they were not fully dry. So that's why we were going through them to feel what we can pick from the pile that, you know, we can fold and what needed to go back to sun. So that's what we were doing. And that's pretty much gonna be it for the night. I didn't have anything else to do. Sometimes, you know, I just look at it and be thinking, some persons will say being a stay-at-home mom is not hard. I've been a working mom. Like, I've been a working mom. When I was pregnant with Robsy, I was a working mom, and I worked all the way up to my full 9-month full-term pregnancy. And it wasn't as challenging as this is because when you are home, you are catering to your kids. There's no checking out, there's no day off, there's no lunchtime, there's no, you know, you're always with them. Especially being a single mom, you don't have nobody coming home and taking over. You have to do it from morning until midnight. Even in your sleep, you're doing it. So it's pretty much more complex than being a working mom, because when you're at work, you clocked out, you are, and it's not so much more of the physical work, it's the mental load. You are constantly thinking about all the things that you need to do, and sometimes you're concentrating on things that you need to do and you're being interrupted by the kids, and that sometimes sends me through the roof, especially doing content. Like, I have to concentrate, I have to think about editing, I'm thinking about responding to an email, I'm trying to come up with content ideas, and then I'm being ripped apart. Somebody's pulling me here, somebody's asking for tea, somebody needs to diaper change, and I'm trying to get the content, just like me doing this voiceover. Do you know what time I'm doing this voiceover? If you listen keenly, my kids are snoring. It's about 1:30 a.m. This is the only time. I've been trying for days to do this voiceover, and I can't because I have to wait until they go to sleep. And most times when they go to sleep, I just fall asleep with them immediately, and it never gets done. But as I'm talking about it, it's not complaining. It's just simply me stating the facts to let you know, if this is what you are experiencing, you are not alone. You are not failing. You are doing the best that you can. And doing the best that you can is good enough. That's all we need to do. We don't need to be perfect moms. We just need to be the best mom that we can for our kids. That's all that matters. You know what I pray for mainly is for God to give me give me patience, like, extend my patience, like teach me how to be patient continuously with Robsy. And this tend to happen with the older kids, especially when they were the only child, and then they now become the older child. And sometimes they are pushed off to be so independent that it hurts them, and you, the parent, don't even realize, because you are so deep into motherhood that sometimes you get so overwhelmed, and the pressure now goes onto the older child for them to be forced to be independent, to be taking care of themselves, and to get it all done and be perfect. That's one thing that I'm struggling with. And every single day I just ask God to just continue to teach me and just be patient with me, and teach me how to be more patient with her. Because especially when I rewatch my videos, especially like my TikTok, and see how helpful she is with me and towards her little sister, I'm like, oh my God, she's doing so much more than she's supposed to do as a child. Like, I'm just trying my best not to rob her of her childhood and have her enjoy the moment. Well, it's bedtime. I'm doing my skincare, of course. I'm in tears. My skincare, and brush my teeth. Raven was asleep and she woke up. So I'm rushing to take her from Robin, because Robin wanted to sleep. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it somewhat encouraging towards you as a mom. And if you know of a mom that would love some encouragement as well, you can share this video with them. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in our next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and ensure you subscribe, join the family, and stick around for more videos. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. You're crying.